Hey guys, our esteemed customers, this is Live Shape Express, a company based in Minnesota. Today we'd like to take this time to talk to you about our air freight service that we've been promoting on Facebook that allows you back home to be able to buy stuff on major US online stores such as eBay, Amazon, Walmart, and have it shipped to our address, and then we process it and have it shipped back to you back in Liberia. That service also provides opportunity for people even in the US but in other states to buy stuff for their people back home in Liberia, use our address, have it shipped to us, and then we package them and send it to your people in Liberia. So a lot of you have been having some questions, so we just want to show you how this works. And for example, we have some packages here. If you see here, this customer is Nathaniel Bobson. He used our address. Yeah, Nathaniel Bobson. So he used our address 9325 Pressway Lane. So he bought these things online and they were shipped to us and we received them. These are all Amazon packages. This one was also bought on Amazon. This is one of our regular customers. This is Lincoln Morris. So he bought using our address. So you see Lincoln Morris, LIB Ship Express, LLC, and he used our address. So we collect the package for him and all the other customers, and we'll put them together and have them shipped. So we also received this package from this lady is Lucid. They are usually is in Minnesota, so she delivered this package to our African food store, and we'll be sending it to Liberia. We ship every Friday, so the flight leaves from here every Friday, and it takes up to 2 weeks to reach to Liberia. We also have used different packages that were sent by different people. So on this side, we also have another customer. This one is for the customer name is Stephen Moore. So if you look on the package here, Stephen Moore, he bought the stuff and it was brought to us here. So Stephen Moore used our address also. So you can also take advantage of that. We have one big package from one of our customers. She has a mission in Liberia. She bought all of this stuff, right? So it's for Sarah. These are all Amazon boxes. So this one is for Sarah Jennings Brown. So Sarah also bought her stuff. Just use our address and have it sent. We thought about this to alleviate the major constraints that you have back home, wherein you want to buy something very durable online, but you do not have the address. Your relatives here are busy; they cannot have the time to go and have those packages arranged and shipped to you. We are offering our services to you to make it very easy for you. Just go online, find what you want to buy, use our address, and have it sent. If you have the constraint of not having a Visa card or MasterCard to do the payment, we offer to also pay for you here. Then you pay to our people in Liberia. We have our established business outlets in Liberia. You pay to them in Liberia. They communicate that to us. You screenshot your payment, and then we can use our own account here and pay for stuff for you online and have it sent to us. We are very, very reliable. This is a company that is here to stay. It's here to make everything better for you, and you can just rest assured that once you do business with us, you will have your stuff delivered in tight. There will be no need to worry about you losing your packages. The management of this company are people who have years of experience, right? I personally have years of working in banking and finance. My partner, Mr. Cyrus Magay, has years of media work. He's popular in the Minnesota area. We have an African food store that we run that has been there for years. So we are not people that you can have any doubt about, right? When it comes to integrity, reliability, honesty, and professionalism, those are the things that we bring to the table. So you can rest assured, as these customers have faith in us to deal with us, you back home can also take advantage. In Caldwell, that's where we have our chain of stores in Asamukatan Junction, Caldwell. So if we send your stuff, you can also go and pick it up there. If you cannot go to Caldwell, if you're in the Central Moravia area, you can just let us know. We will deliver it to you for a fee, right? So count on us. Take advantage of our service. There's no more excuse for not buying what you need in America. You can buy anything you want to buy. You have book bags that were bought by customers. You have a toy that was also bought. You have people are buying how they call it, tablets and whatever they want to ship, and they come to us. We handle it with care and have it delivered. So thank you again. If you have questions, head to our page. and make your necessary. Your inquiry will respond to you in record time. Those numbers that we have on our flyers are numbers that can be reached both on WhatsApp, and you can also call those numbers directly. Our Liberian numbers are also there. So feel free to reach out to us at any point in time. Thank you very much.
Either you cross the road or you bend down low. On a line, I pray that my people rise. That one day God will show they get all of them cry. Wallah, when I we could eat it, I know. We could eat it, I know.
When I see my country blessed with all the natural resources, and yet instead. Good afternoon, good evening. Based on your location, wherever you're watching from. My name is Morrison, Dassin Jr., and this is the Humanity Conversation, a fascinating podcast that brings you all the happening relating to human interest stories. Today is Thursday, the 4th of September, and today we'll be climaxing for this week on our weekly engagement. So, whatever you are watching for, we would like to encourage you to please like, share, and follow the Extended Hands Liberia official Facebook page so that you can have access to the Humanity Conversation podcast. Yeah, today we'll be going through our discussion point that was centered around the openings of schools about to open. Yeah, other schools have already opened, and some of the other schools will be opening this coming Monday. So we want to talk on some of the happenings that will be taking place on various school campuses and everywhere that children will be going out to go learn. So if you just joining, just stay tuned with us as we await our other panelists to join this conversation. The host Aloysius SSJ Jr. will join us later. Yeah, I'm just serving as the co-host Morrison Dyson Jr. and I'll be followed by my colleagues Amadu S. Morris, who always serve as the technician for the humanity conversation. So just stay with us. The only thing we are into you that you can do for us is please like, share. If you really don't want to watch the live, just do this for all by just sharing the live for us. Yeah, and if you're watching the live and you want to be a part of the live and broadcast, you can just click the link in the comment section. We'll paste the link in the comment section. Just click on it. It's very easy. Just click, tap your name, and then you just enter studio. We're going to bring you on live so that we can have this conversation. Yeah, we want to talk on the openings of schools, what are new things the school administrator have put in place, what are facility they are trying to give to the students for this coming academic year. Yeah, so these are things that we'll be talking about, and we'll also be talking about the draft text that we propose to the Ministry of Education, the recommendation we put forth to the Ministry of Education. We'll also talk about how the draft text, if if it is necessary for all schools to do draft text for every students that will be enrolling in that institution. So we will also talk about that. But while waiting, we would like to play you 1 minute of our theme song. And if you just following this live, please like, share so that it can reach out to many people because we want to talk on issues that relating to our children going to school for today edition. So today's Thursday, the 4th of September, and our weekly engagement like we talked on yesterday. We have already come up with a lot of important programs that will be run on this podcast. Yeah, we want to make the podcast to be so unique in a way that we don't just want to come here and just talk on random things. So we came up with our bulletin to our audience to let them know that within the weekdays, what are things that we'll be doing for every day. So we talk about it, which is Monday. Monday will be the recess period segment. Monday will only be for the recess period segment in which you're going to answer questions for recess. Yeah. So you can encourage all of your friends, family, those that you know that are going to school. You can encourage them to follow the Extended Hands Liberia official Facebook page, and to also follow my personal handle because we stream from multiple platforms. So you can also follow my personal handle, Morrison Dassin Jr., to have access to the humanity conversation. Yeah, so every Monday we'll be coming up with the recess period segment in which you're going to answer questions to win yourself research for that week. Yeah, because we notice that there are a lot of kids out there going to school at recess, and we want to do this to encourage students to pay more attention to their lesson. We want to encourage them to pay more attention to their lesson. So that's the reason we come up with the recess period segment. We are not trying to prove anything. We are not trying to show anything to anybody, but we just want to give our own fair and impact to society like we stand for. So based on that, we come up with this unique segment called the recess period for every Monday. So encourage all of the students, those that are going to school, encourage them to form part of the humanity conversation every morning from 4 p.m. Liberia time to 5:30 p.m. Liberia time. You just join the show, and then we're going to announce the number that you can call. But if you having access, you having knowledge to the media, you can just click on the link that will be put in the comment section, and then we're going to bring you on live so that you can answer the question and walk away with your research for that week. Yeah, you walk away with your research for that week. If you want to use it the same day, you can use it the same day. But we're just encouraging students to pay more and more attention to their lesson. So please try to encourage all students to pay attention to the humanity conversation. This is the first of a kind. We are not asking anybody to say, oh, you're going to register, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. The simple thing you can do is just call and answer the question. Yeah, the question will not be any kind of a hard question to say, oh yes. People will say, oh, the question a hard question. So we're able to call on the show to answer the question because we experienced this during the launching time of the extended hands like Bureau. And then we said just call and just answer question to win yourself t-shirt. We see people shying away from calling and other stuff. But this come around, what we're trying to say is that the humanity conversation research period segment is so unique in a way that you just need to call, and then we're going to ask you current event. I'm going to ask you current event. Yeah, just simple question, just to encourage you pay attention to your lesson. Please try to take advantage of this. All students out there, try to take advantage of this. You can like, share, and comment. We appreciate your view and your recommendation for this segment as well. So you can drop your view and your recommendation if you have an interest in this segment, or if you want to be a sponsor to this segment. If you believe in education, if you believe in giving back to your country, you can be a sponsor to this segment, the recess period segment on the humanity conversation. You could be a sponsor for it, because we can't do this alone. We want to establish it. We are establishing it right now. Yeah, we're going to do our best to maintain it, but we also need sponsors to come in to help, at least so that we can put our students on their feet to pay attention to their lesson. Yeah, because we notice that nowadays most of the students don't even pay attention to their lesson. All they do is just go to school, right after school, go home, touch the bed, and then get on their normal routine. So we want to encourage them that, oh yes, let them get it in mind that, oh, there's this platform called the humanity conversation that encouraging we the students to pay attention to our lessons. So I think I need to study and then wait for the following Monday, and then call on the show to answer question to and get myself research for that week. So we are encouraging everyone out there. Please try to encourage all of the students. It's very simple. You can just go on Facebook, type in Extended Hands Liberia, and then you follow Extended Hands Liberia so you can have access to the humanity conversation. You can also follow my personal handle, Morrison Dassin. You can also go on YouTube if you feel that Facebook will be burning too much data. We stream on YouTube as well. You can go on YouTube. You can go on YouTube and then watch the program there, and then you can give your input. So we are encouraging well-meaning librarian out there, most especially the students. This is for you guys. This is for you guys. The humanity conversation research period segment is for you guys, the students out there. Try to take advantage of this opportunity. Try to take advantage of this. Get yourself a research for a week so that you'll be able to live among your friends. You'll be able to do things on during recess period time. So we are encouraging you. Please, we are not trying to scare anybody. We just want to encourage you to pay more attention to your lesson so that you can be somebody better for yourself tomorrow. So welcome, Amadu. Welcome to the conversation, my dear brother. Welcome.
It's great to be here on the live editions of this week. And thanks to our audience for always sticking on waiting for us to discuss uh, issues that are most important to society, especially where we are going to switch it a bit very soon. Moving on to different programs instead of just discussing the simple thing. So it's great to be here. Thanks for holding on to the join.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Amadu, for always sticking with us. So, like Amadu said, moving forward next week we're going to go directly with our weekly programs, which is Monday for the recess period segment, and then Tuesday would be our random discussion on any other topic that we have interest in to discuss relating to human interest story. We'll be discussing it every Tuesday, and then Wednesday will be a women and health talks. Women and health talks. We have different kinds of women coming on this platform talking about women health issues, so that people that are following us or other well-meaning Liberian that will come across this video to learn some lessons about themselves being as a woman. So Wednesday will be women and health talk, and then Thursday will be a career guide. Yeah, there are a lot of young folks out there who just graduate from high school, don't even know where they are leading to. They don't even know some of the courses they want to go learn. Yeah, so we want to create this main on our podcast to guide people in that direction. That's the reason we say career guide. We'll get different kinds of individual coming on this platform. You won't just be seeing Amadou and our faces or Aloysius or the other panelists faces. No, you see different kinds of people on this platform express and sharing their experience or sharing their expertise based on their personal career. So you are encouraged to join this conversation. You are encouraged to be part of it. If you have an interest, this platform is open to all well-meaning Liberian. This platform is not any kind of a political platform. It's not any kind of political platform. So we encourage every well-meaning Liberian to form part of it. If you are an educator, if you're someone that having the vision, if you're someone that having the passion of serving humanity, you are also welcome to form part of this humanity conversation. So that's it. Thank you, Amadu. Thank you so much. So what's up today? I believe there are a lot of calls coming in from your end. People saying it raining. People say the rain heavy in Morovia today. What's up?
Yeah, the weather is quite bad today. We are experiencing heavy downpour of rain. We thought the rain was ceasing, but like September is bringing too many rain. Climate change now, so you don't know when it's really season, really dry season. So for Moravia now, Moravia is wet, very wet. Going out today, we have limited students coming to class. Liberia now we're afraid of rain. Yeah, we're afraid of rain. One rain is falling. We wake up and see it. Say no, let me just relax myself. So some of the classes, 4 students, 2 students, 3 students. So it tells you that how the weather is like. And every some people too, they have to stay home because they play the late a summer era. So you have to stay home and be on your guard, making sure that maybe water will enter your area or not. So those are the issues now. The rain is too much, and we pray that those are in the swamp hope that the water will not disturb them because it's not easy to be living in your house and water there, you are not sleeping. So that's what happening here in Moravia. The rain is heavy, and that is just it for Moravia on our end. And we want to say to our audience, keep our sisters in prayer. She's not too well. She's just and she has something to tell you people since when one kind I know you've been holding on to see her investigations and to know what are some of the things that's happening there and how best the United conversation can ask you for your help and see how best we can put there. But once she get well, she'll be on the platform. So we ask you for your prayers too as well. Because no God speak to people differently. Sometimes person not expecting to pray to help you, that's the person prayer they can answer. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Amadou, and we wish our sister Yasa Wesley a speedy recovery so that she can bounce back and get back on the humanity conversation. Yeah, so there are a lot of things in the cover from Yasa, and she will give to our audience once she bounce back on her feet. Wherever you are, watch Yasa Wesley, our darling sister. We know that you are watching this live. We would like to say a speedy recovery to you. Just get it that we got your back. We here pushing it as well. So we wish you speedy recovery to bounce back on your feet, strong woman. Yeah, Amadou. So today, this week we resume our podcast, and we've been out for 1 week, and then we resume and we make our audience to know what we have in our cover for playing since we've been out for one week, and we've been talking about it. So today is the last day of the week, which is Thursday, 4th of September, and next week we'll be going straight into business with all of the things that we've shortlisted on our bulletin. So today we'll just be talking about the openings of schools, what are mechanisms the various schools are put in place, what are the improvement of their facility when it comes to the learning environment. Yeah, so these are things that we'll be discussing, and we'll also be talking about the increasement of subject from the wise the increasement of subject. Yeah, I learned that increase the subject. So we'll also be talking about. So I said, Amadou. So how's the atmosphere out there since the opening of schools, Amadou?
Well, not many students, in fact, I haven't seen any students in the streets in uniform of the persons. But then the students that have been going to school, we all know that in Liberia, like 12 go to school earlier to see how best they can catch up some of that lesson. As you said, the course has already added, so it's every number. So the 12 started classes in August, and they are still in school. They wear color clothes for now. So for the elementary divisions, I've not really seen many schools open yet. Few schools open, but it's not in that number. But hopefully Monday you're gonna see many people in school. Yeah. Hopefully Monday many people will go back to school. You know that we all have that mentality that the first way is no good school. And we still hold on to that no good school mentality. But in terms of seeing students all around, no, I'm not seeing them. Because normally when school opens, when all of the students are in the street, we don't have our personal transport. We suffer to go to work. And definitely the street get packed of more students, and students are already prioritized. Once you got your him on that, you can see the child getting late and feel that you should be a hell of dead. No. So we find it out transportation so be like hard to get. So basically that is it from my end in terms of students. No, not many students in the street yet. And some of it is based on registration. Liberia is not what you think it is. Forget about Liberia addresses so far on the social media. We are quick on getting adjusted to the hardship, and the good one to get adjusted to it. We are Liberians. We are very good at agreeing to eat one time a day and surviving really. We are very accepting not to even eat. We are Liberians. So no matter how you make the content so difficult for us, we still survive and we still appear good. We know how to put our daily close together. But don't mind us appearing so good on the social media. Libraries some are top. Parents are finding it difficult to rest of that case. But for me, my parents are up to 5 children, apart from me and the other kids that have graduated already, but some children even with them. Some of them, honestly, some of them are not yet registered. So, and I talk with my father most often. He share with me, and like maybe the guys, the children will start school next week. Because honestly, he always ready for them to go to school. But now, you don't want to put all us in school and all are not going to school. You know, you're a father now. You know how to pick and choose among your children. They will not be going to not sound good. Be asking some questions. So based on that, maybe some parents are not yet find a registration fee. But when you're in your old school, it's very easy. Normally, some of us can start with our old school and before the school, you're going to be paying small. So all of them one are tied into what we're going to be talking today because it is clear things are tough. Children are not going to school because their parents don't have money. Some children go to school, but then the parent cannot afford recess. Too many things. So when it comes to the new year, hopefully Monday we're going to be seeing the students, see how best we can do our investigation and know what if the students are turning up more or not. Yeah.
All right, so thank you so much, Amadou. Thank you so much. Yeah, you just talk about the difficulty parents going through registering their children in school. Do you actually think it was timely for the Ministry of Education to announce the opening of school as early in September due to the current hardship in the countries, parents finding it difficult to get school fees for the children? You actually think it was so timely for the Ministry of Education to announce school opening the beginning of September, Amadu?
Well, many of our decision makers do not really feel the pain that a lot of people goes through. So, because they already they are paid, they have the means for their kids to go to school. So when they have opportunity, their kids can go on scholarships. So it can be so easier for them. But for the economic now, things are tough. But then anything we do will still be school. We level postpone it. So what many of the school are doing in their own wisdom is to put your school opening on the 15th. There are many institutions opening on the 5th in that period, September 15th. Yeah, because they do they know their parents, the parents that they depends on to bring school fee are not coming. So they say, hey, we got to put them. Most of the school will open Monday because that was the time they announced for school openings. But I tell you, not many schools open on Monday. Not many schools. We don't really see students visible in the street apart from the two of them are moving in the streets. So most of the schools that I know of push are opening to the 15th. So it was not time for them mate. But then maybe they feel that was a better strategy to see how best the students can start going to school early to a boss strangers in the street and doing nothing. So institution now have to think how best we can make it so easy for our parents to register their children. So most of them put it to the 20 to the 15th. Don't even some school open the 20th. Definitely, I can tell you that.
Yeah, with the government knowing full well that there's a huge hardship in the country and they're just announcing the opening of school early September, and it's going to be so challenging for our parents out there. So, in your own capacity, if you were opportune to recommend something that would be beneficiary for parents out there and students out there as well for this coming academic year, what could be your recommendation for every parents to meet up with it so that their kids can be in school or and students that have an vision of learning can get the necessary learning requirement that they need. So what could be your recommendation? Because for what I'm understanding, bro, like you say, I'm experiencing it right from the organization and extended hands like we were in. Yeah, we having 8% on our scholarship list. We have 8% on our scholarship list, and then can you imagine up to now schools are still asking people to pay late registration fee, knowing the kind of a hardship that in the country, parents finding it difficult to get money to register their children, and then when they get the money now to go and do the registration, they see schools out there asking for late registration. Amadu, can you imagine that? So what could be your recommendation, bro? Amadu, are you there?
So to our parents, right? So all of us who send children to school, because me myself, right? Yeah, yeah. Are you getting me?
Yeah, I get you.
Okay, the network, our weather today. Can I go ahead?
Yeah, yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay, okay. So as I was saying, right, to all parents, every one of us involved are paying school fees. Like when I went for my because I helped my little brother. When I went for a information sheet, I saw a serious increase in the school fee for the first grader, from 100 and some more United States dollars. I was like, wow. But then, what my advice is, first day as a parent, tuition fee are not the same. All the school tuition fee are not the same. So you just have to believe that when you go to a school that is expensive, they will teach more than a school that is not expensive. No. Actually teaching derive from the teacher, their energies in the classroom. For me, I'm a classroom teacher. One thing I don't do is because I'm not paid well. So when I go to the classroom, I drop my energy. No. Because those students are people that I believe that tomorrow when they become somebody, they will remember me. They will say, oh, those were my teachers were doing everything possible. So I don't transfer my aggression to the students in the classroom. I agree to sign out for the money I sign for. I know it's small. I know it's not doing anything really in my whole. I don't even know where. I don't even want to come teach your money yet. But then, once you as a parent, you know that you're not able to pay a child school fee. Like for example, Ray, he decides to send a child dollar, right? It is 100 like $20 to go to dollar and come back $100. It's $200 every day, right? In a week time, you're spending almost 1,000, almost $2,000 in a week time, or $1,000 a month. Now, almost $1,000, $2,000. Imagine spending that just on transportation. Calculate that money times 4 weeks. How much you be spending on your child to go dollar to school because you want to justify why your child should go dollar to school. So those are things we parents do, right? Or we send our children far distance and things are tough for us. Not because in a community. I think we have to try to change this. Not because in a community, all they live in the same yard and John take that child and send it far off. You want to take a child and send it to that same distance, but you want to prove a points. No, you don't know how John is surviving with their children. You don't know how they eat it. You don't know how they live. God did not make all of all to have the opportunity at the same time. No, everything takes time. And there is a possibility I go to the community school, graduate, become somebody better than the male who go to the bigger school. The school does not justify the success. They don't tell you this will be your destiny. So to our parents, right? You got 5 children, 6 children. Imagine sending all our 6 children dollar to go to school. Just calculate transportation. Some of you can spend almost $50 on transportation in a week time. It means in a month time. Some of you can do it. So if you have 3 children going to dollar to school, you justify nothing. They are school right really free. A very good school there. They are school, you that let hotel, they are good school there, you that let dollar, they are good school there. Check among them. Take your children there. Make sure you check on your children to see if your children is learning. Because some of those things are important. The reason you complain that the school is not teaching, because you don't go on the campus to know that even if your student you send there or your children you send there are actually picking up the lesson. Way back parents to update, you need to get update from teacher. They will see them call the teacher and ask, what is going on with Amadu? Is Amadu really studying a lesson? It is not happening anymore. So first thing you know where to send your child. Make sure you go to that school and be clear with them and tell them I'm paying these fees because this is where I have to send my child and I want the school to do the best. I'll be checking on that. Because it's really, really, really costly to send a child far distance. Let me tell you, Morrison, transportation in Liberia, like one of the things I can finish money quick, very fast right now, right? Very fast. For where I am and where I go, I spend almost $2,000 every week on transportation. Imagine me, I just a hustler, not even expecting anything every month because I'm a volunteering teacher. So imagine spending that money on a child every week to go to school. I'm not talking about the lunch break now. It's like how to send child to school, I put this money in their pocket. Way back, our entire class now, I can follow how to eat. So nobody can put more than a friend. We go buy chop better. You buy one juice or people will buy food, everybody eat. This time, not even happening because kids are so self-centered right now. To say, oh, man, let's go buy food, let's put it together, eat. No. Some boys are so careful that kids will not go around. God, people are too wicked now, right? I can not eat somebody pot. So it's bad to send a child to school, I mean, sending food beyond them. So you take a child, send it on. So you pressuring yourself. Some of you parents are pressuring yourself for no reason. You want to leave everything on school, you want to leave everything on government.
All right, Amadu. Let get there, right? Let's get there. The parents are pressuring themselves, but it's so doing the government itself is pressuring the parents and the citizen as well, right? What I'm simply trying to say is this: there are government schools out there that the government need to pay more attention to.
Definitely.
The government need
I
to pay
said,
more attention to these government schools. And there are other private schools that have been run that people that running these private schools, they don't have the necessary resources to run these schools. The government can partner, go in a negotiation with these people, come to an agreement. The government take over some of these schools and make it out of public schools so that their citizens, people that can afford to make a use out of these schools, Amadu. Let's be real. Can you imagine?
True.
Look, look from the look from our organization and the extended hands Liberia in. Can you imagine the 8 persons we have on our scholarship, the students who have on our scholarship? Every one of them have never been to school. Can you imagine
Damn.
that? Every one of them have not been to school because the parents can't afford. The parents can't afford. Seriously, I'm telling you, the parents can't afford. Every one of them have not been to school. They're not even in the interior, but Red Fender community, 2 kids there on our scholarship that we sending to school this year have never been to school because their parents can't afford. So what I'm simply trying to say is, if the government can look into some of these things, pay attention to these public schools and try to spend resources on them so that kids out there can go to school. I'm gonna do what it won't take anything from the government to say, oh, we get a criteria to say from nursery A to ninth grade free education. It won't take nothing from the government, I'm gonna do. Let's just put it that way.
Absolutely.
Seriously, it
Absolutely.
won't take
Nothing for that.
to say, oh yes, from kindergarten to ninth grade, free tuition. Just go to school free. All you need to do is go school time, go and get your uniform, go to the school, get your name registered, every stuff. It won't take anything for the government. It won't shake them. So people that serve in that position, the Ministry of Education, these are things that they're supposed to be looking up to. And these are plans that they're supposed to get on their plate to push to the president. Bro, my daughter just started school. My daughter
All of government should be distributed so be free. All of government will be free. It should be free.
it's supposed to be free, right? It's supposed to be free. Take a survey. The Ministry of Education need to take a survey. To all of this community in Moserado, in the rural area, take a survey there. Each of these schools, you see some community get almost 4, 5 schools, 5, 6, 7 schools there. Go to these schools, ask them how you function, how you operate in your schools. If they can meet the criteria, you tell them, say, okay, we got to take over the schools. We will take over the schools for the benefit of our citizens, for the benefit of our future leaders for tomorrow, so that they can get education. Because we know that Amadu, there are a lot of kids out there not going to school, Amadu. Bro, I won't lie to you.
Yeah.
There's
Fast.
a lot of kids out there.
But even the way you just said, it shocked me. People going through a lot in this country.
People coming through online, bro.
Because if you imagine at the time, say you're born, right in the same Maserati, you haven't seen your door more of a school. Imagine if
Can
nobody
you
want to come
imagine?
to the school,
You are a
I tell
hustler.
them this.
You are a hustler, right? You are a hustler. You wake up in the morning, you go on your daily hustle, you go stay in the classroom to teach to teach students about computer and other stuff. You are not well paid. Probably they are just compensating only because you don't want to be part of the people that will say, oh, they got in serious or this and that. So you wake up every morning to go
Yeah.
there, right? You wake up every morning to go there.
But
But you're part of an organization, you're part of extended hands like Bureau. With all what you're going through, you still contribute your $5 to the livelihood of somebody else that you don't have any affiliation with. These are things the government need to look into. Non-profit organization taking responsibility. What about the government? What about the government, Amadu? If we can put ourselves in the position to say, oh yes, we're taking 8% school, 8% to pay that school fees. What about the government? There are a lot of kids out there, bro, that are not going to school. A lot of kids out there are not going to school. All the government need to do is try to implement some things. Get more government schools. You go to Sarah Barkley. Go to Sarah Barkley, I think there where you graduated from, right? Go to Sarah Barkley.
no. I
Okay.
don't know if you can say academic.
Go to Sarah Barkley. Sarah Barkley, that government school, right? Go to Sarah Barkley. Go and do go and do some research and see the living, go and see the learning condition. No proper facility for the children. You think the government pay attention to Sarah Barkley? You think government pay attention to Sarah Barkley to say, oh yeah, for elementary to ninth grade? I just say ninth grade, but for elementary to
That's why I graduated government officials.
government official,
It was used in the first.
Fourth grade is supposed to be free, but let's just put it this way. Let's say from elementary to ninth grade, if government really giving that their attention to the various public schools, you think parents will be wasting their time to say they be thinking on school fees and paying money to private school?
No. Like what you saying, right? I got one of my men. He came from Nigeria to live in Liberia with the parents and decided to go to school here. And then I was like, when he came to me, I go to pick out the school, President Christian Academy was like, no. I said, why? He said, I want to go to government school. Government school are the best school anywhere. There was a statement. That's the time when he went for the ETMI. The American ETMI called. His only dream was to graduate from government school. He said in Nigeria, government school has the best institution. So we believe that they get the best teacher. And definitely government school get the best teacher. The best teacher teaching government school.
Yes.
But the facility, one thing, the environment. Parents are not saying that government school get the facility is not good. Go in the bathroom, you see the bathroom, you're the bottom. You're the bottom. So you see some parents don't want to send their children there. But if the place were up to standard, the teacher, all the teachers that are teaching in Liberia, I see teachers that go around from school to school, not different teacher. Go one thing, they put their children to second school,
you see government school, don't even get computer lab.
No.
Government school don't even get
Not
computer lab. Nothing like that. Huh? Then now I'm hearing that.
Imagine computer, right? Computer went to make solutions and go on after they go to the reason that the government went out. Right? Computer thing is something that when you negotiate for you to get up to 1,000 to your country will be so difficult. No, I don't think so. Because you common people now, you go in a computer lab, put it 20 and 30 computer, those things are not expensive. You do loud travel as a government official. You as a representative, you go to other country. The question is, what are those things that you see that you want to bring back to your country? It is too expensive to ship up to 50 to 200 computers to Liberia. Some of the things you will not even buy it. That based on your negotiations to get it.
I mean, even schools material, Amadu, even schools material, the government is supposed to provide for government school students. How much it would take you? The book there, back there in China. In China, I think it's $1.99. According to the person that I communicated with, just to buy if you want to customize it, I think it's something around $2, $3.
Yeah, $2.50 we customize it.
I was thinking of something like that for the organization. So the person started telling me, brother, at the order of the calculation, if you buy 1,000 pieces of bag, it will be almost in 7,000 US dollars. 7,000 US dollars. Why would take from the government, bro? To say, oh yeah, they would just buy the high quantity of book bag and copybook and pen and just distribute it to all of the government schools there, give it to the students there to at least to reduce the stress from on parents to say, oh yes, school coming open, they paying school fee, then they think about copybook and book bag. Why would take from the government? Yeah, they come to the private school, right? The private school every semester there are increasement in their tuition. Why are the facility?
It remain the same. I will tell you today, right? There are institutions that we graduated from, or there are some places or school we know. If you go by there, you saw the door open, that don't stay open for the last 5 years, but they increase their school fees.
The school fees.
So imagine that.
Some of them school coming open, they see the blackboard they used last 2 years that it stayed there. Nothing new. The COO benches there, it stayed there. Nothing new. But every school year, there will be an increasement in tuition. Parents need to take this into consideration. Parents need to stand up because they don't care. The school administrator don't care. The parents, the one will be there worrying doing school opening. They will be worrying doing school opening. Some people get 5, 6, 7 children. How do you think they're managing?
The problem is what judgment or what can you tell, or how can you convince us to tell all the reason why you increase the fees? How can you convince us? Because we see no change in teacher duration. One, because those are one of the major private teachers in school. We see no change in your bathroom. The capacity of the building is still the same. Learning see painting the building is still the same. The bathroom is still the same. One bathroom up to 15 to 20 students. Nothing has changed in your school, but the only thing that changed in your school is situation increase. Why increasing tuition? What are the justifications of increasing those tuitions? Nobody can tell anything. You go to the school, you get nothing for the study. The only thing is, hey, the mindset is there's adding the school fee up. That's all. School
So
fee
I'm gonna
increase every day.
the question here is the Ministry of Education recently, I think during the graduation period, schools were charging huge amount of money for 12th graders, ninth graders, graduation fee. And as I came across, suppose the Ministry of Education came up with a fixed price for graduation fees and other stuff, right? Imposing it on all of the very high schools in Liberia. So the question here is the Ministry of Education can come up with this mandate, posting it on very high school. So the Ministry of Education don't have the power, they are not in the capacity to get a fixed tuition, to get a fixed tuition for each of these schools to tell parents, okay, 12 grade this amount that 12 grade are supposed to pay. Schools is supposed to go above this amount. The Ministry of Education don't have that power. You are not in a power to say that, Amadu, as well.
Well, in Liberia, it's just an announcement, right? Make somebody announce and say, no, you shouldn't go to foreigners. Liberia price or HC. Now, most of the people that are announcing those things, you shouldn't go to foreigners, they are open schools. There are people who they connect to open schools. They know some of the school that they own or some of the people they connect to they own. First thing is take action on your own school or take action against the person you think you don't connected to you. But you want for students to come and tell you that they go increase graduation fee at the end of the day, you're not going to ask for it. Even when the student come to you, you explain back. So why the protection for some of that you going to report this? Because when we go there, they fall ashamed. They will not go there to investigate. They say nobody in the fee. Send undercover investigators to some of these schools, let they ask what is going on. They will get the information, protect the sources. Make sure go there, do what is right. But many of them in school, especially the Ministry of Education, many of those people in school there who saw it with the land ministers before you can go to another place. A school that in Bangor there, when Kromah coming on, when the people look at a school tuition, say you can't even go there. Somebody say, oh, it's a private school, you choose to go there. We agree. People choose to go to a private school, but not to. But the government will come up with a menu that says nobody should cost $200 graduation fee. The government should be able to follow up. You shouldn't make a statement you don't follow up. You don't expect me as above to graduate to go in that kind of primary institution. It's not because I'm qualified to graduate me, I'm going to graduate. It's supposed to be graduate. These are people in front. People are so broken and hungry in this country, they don't have to for their own case, so they will not report anything. Because at the end of the day, when I report it, you don't do anything about it, then I fall in the private. My brother, everything we do in Liberia is just on paper, no implementation. Nobody goes to these schools and ask. They particularly you talking, last government said the same thing. The current government saying the same thing. And another government can say the same thing about the tuition or the graduation fee. The only thing I'm going to tell you, it will still remain the same. The last time I remember, I think, on the community graduation fee to up. It's the student that will come and make serious noise, protest on the campus. How long will we continue protesting for change? And we know that to make the change is so easy. We know that when we go there to make the change so easy. This thing that decision you're going to make. Government make decision to say, today they want to happy, we increase our salary, we increase our salary every Friday. Right? Now, decision that will change the livelihood or affect the whole common who voted for you. Those decisions are very difficult for you to make. But when you make those decisions, after making it very difficult for you to implement it. But if you make a decision definitely because say, hey, increase my salary, 5 million, increase the salary, you raise a serious point in that particular parliament, making sure that salary, if you call it the father million for cautionary, why do I increase my salary? So now those people who voted you in those positions, they can make the salary, right? They put in a position because they believe that through you, their life can change. There are some things that they have seen, they haven't changed, that's the reason why they took it there. Now, when they put in that position, things that the decision is going to make to change their life, that decision becomes so difficult for you because you believe that you are part of the people who are making it so difficult for them. If I make a decision to say, okay, every school should pay $100, my school that are called Dream Kids, because they get a for money. Dream Kids, 200 in my school, I mean, school, no way. My 200 graduation fee is still coming to me, so I can make that decision when I go back or bring it down. So these are things that became so difficult, conflict of interest. So, yeah.
All right, so here's what it is. We are encouraging all parents to please, please give that recommendation in the comment section. Yeah, this thing is all about you guys. We are trying our best to talk about some of these things. We may not get the
Well,
large platform. Yeah.
yeah,
Huh?
there's one thing that we had. There's one thing our parents who are looking school, right? They think they call a PTA meeting, a parent teacher association, right? We are looking where the parents can meet with the teachers, not the students, to have conversation about the schools, right? Those institutions that should be strong. I believe that that institution called the PTA institution, they were meant to advocate on behalf of the teacher and of the students. Because some parents too can advocate for teachers. Because if people are teaching your children and coming to you complaining every day, as a parent that this institution is not well paying it, the energy will soon drop. People will come together as an organization to advocate on their behalf. If the student feel that the teacher is not doing well, the way they're teaching them, the parent can come together and advocate on their behalf of their children. But let me tell you, Morrison, I went to school too, or these are real fast, bro. My parent, I don't know how many times someone my school do Hmm? Approve my info. The only thing I'm doing my problem. That time about the body in the bush also need to make sure they send me to school. Got things of getting tough. They have to go in the bush, make sure the compound, self don't bring to send me to school. That's the reason I pray not to forget about it. So I have to just move my stuff and bring it home and tell us I finished making a pass at another class. But then there are people who go and take position to be the chair on the PTA association. They only take that position, that's me, you know what I mean? It's very hard. Sometimes you see somebody there go this one person on the street say, "Come will be my back." You know what we're talking about? Come will be my back. Sitting in a meeting. So that organization that people feel that it's not important. Morrison, if parents can think about it and start to rethink that that particular institution is very, very strong and they make it very vibrant, very strong, instead of have strong voices, some of the things will change this.
All right. I want to. Well, we noticed that last year there was a message in the education sectors, right? From last year. So this new school years, what are some of the recommendations we you think we can put forth for this new academic school year? And again, we talk about draw text for all high schools in Liberia. We give that recommendation right on this podcast, and we believe
They put mention on it,
we
they
believe
get
we
level
believe
implementation.
we believe that it will reach to the rightful stakeholders, most especially the Minister of Education. We will reach them so that they can find reason into it. Amadu, are you actually anticipating the Ministry of Education enforcing a drug test for all students in Liberia or all high schools in Liberia?
Firstly, it should start with them, like the current GSA, all of them will take blood test. It's good. But then you see, Morrison, I always love to go back and think about what happens then and go talk about that. I believe that what happened then is the change. Where there was something when the government came to power, right? We all said, if you observe last election, I have nothing to do with it. You didn't see no post on me that I voted for anybody. You don't see any t-shirt. So I have the voice to talk to anybody. I'm not having time, no issues because I felt that this is a waste of time. I voted people before, I'm sure that I voted for them, I got frustrated. So I cannot keep doing that for young me. I focus on myself. All they have nothing on me. And so this government came to power. One of the reasons they came to power is because they portrayed everything that the government left power was the one making trust and increase in our country. Unfortunately, when they came to power, just gave them an increase so crazy. But they started something fine on a good path. For those that criticized when they started, we go for them. We tell them, say, no, you can criticize and good thing in the country. I don't let people criticize everything. Because if you just criticize everything like recommendation, I don't love it. So I saw that they said the president did a drug test, right? I think they should have published it the result. The president of the United States of America, when now were Joe Biden, there was nothing hiding about a health issue. It is only here they had the data health issue because you leave us. Because anything happens to you, they affect the entire country. So it was good though. Mr. President took a drug test. I heard that, and other people took that drug test according to the volunteer release. But at the end of the day, it didn't go for me. It died down. Nobody know how it ended. So the question is, there was holistic drug tests in every government sector? No. If it was done, the new DA boss will not come and say the DA official should be able to do drug tests. When you already know the result. Somebody told like the priest told that one of the most easiest thing to do is to just test. I don't think you need to go for expert person. The guy doctor who can get to that test and tell you that the person get drugs in there or not. And some people say it's not even expensive. It's not expensive. So maybe institution if you want to go into, especially the private institution, the private institution you can help to eradicate the whole trust issues, right? You don't have to wait for government to enforce this on you. Firstly, you control your own school fee. You decide how you pay a teacher, government can decide how you pay that teacher, government can decide how you pay your teacher. They are private sector institution. Government only monitor a few things that what government like in the monitoring thing. The DO, the district education officer, the county education officer, all of it they only sit in our office. They don't really go to do the monitoring evaluations on you people. But then you people are collecting huge amount of money. Huge amount of money. Huge amount of money made on the street. Right? Some of you get something called they're forgetting the insurance, right? I benefited from insurance in school before. Somebody get insurance where they expect you can send a student to. So it's easier. You can send out the student, for example, you want to send a student to one of our clinic. You can tell us to go there and make sure you get medical clearance from that clinic. We're going to verify those medical clearance. I don't think it will cost students more than 1,000, 2,000 to do the test, to do drug tests. That'll be some of the prerequisites of people going back to your school. But government enforcement for me, I would say, yeah, I don't see government enforcement because government is not ready to enforce anything that will affect those people in position that are already part of the system running institution. They were the stop picker from. After there are some people in some position like the president appointed, right? They really want to work. They really want to work. But then if they decide to do the work with transparency and accountability, when that work they're trying to do, when they get just one person who is very close to the president ear, that whole work stop. Our whole work stop. So if ask me if the government would be able to enforce it, I said no. The government would not be able to enforce it because people in the government, right? They got institutions. Some of them, I don't want to say they're taking jobs, right? But I believe that maybe they feel that people students run away from that school, right? So students already know that shadow that they need to just bend. They're taking everything, they pills, they think they got pills on a hard increase in that period. That pill, all kind of funny thing on a hard increase in that period. For that one, but low age group, everybody taking it to get low high. Everybody want low high. So if those institutions decide to do the job test, maybe some one other director or ministers in the Ministry of Education have the school, and then you see that you expect that trusted student will draft from the school, you will not see the reason of doing it. That's the only thing. But if only they in position feel that it can be my school, my inter school, the vice president school, the president school, anybody part of this thing they should be able to do judge test. But that kind of political grip, right? When they happen it, it'll be able to work out. Have you asked yourself why, since the government came to power, the first group of DA was gone, the second group gone, there's a third group. Are you telling me that they're not working good? I wanted to get to tell me that's the only justification. Something deep happening there, you don't know. So I don't see them implementing it at all.
Yeah, if it, for what you said, it made a lot of sense, and something just came to my mind. I think Sunday will make the peaceful march protest 1 month because Sunday will be the 7th, right? It will make the peaceful
Yeah,
march
sure.
protest. Yeah, it will make the peaceful march protest 1 month. So, the before the protest, the president gave an announcement on George to be emergency case, and if you are caught in an act, there will be a speedy persecution. So what came to my mind when you were talking, the same day the protests were taking place, there was this arrest that was made at the border, in which a public figure, which is one of Liberia's renowned musician, were caught in the act. So where are the story right now? How far have they gone? You see any media outlet talking about it? You see anybody saying, "Oh yes,
Oh,
there's the speedy trial that the president talked about when you are caught with drugs, SYZ." Have you seen such a thing taking place in Liberia? We're going to one more now. Yeah, Amadu. The implementation
no,
problem. The implementation is the
no,
problem.
no, no, no.
They will come out with beautiful speeches. They will say things, yeah, to score political grade, but to implement it. The first thing to tell you that if you are very serious, if the government is really, really serious, the day the protesters were marching, that same day they caught somebody with drugs. That person's story should be all on the media right now that, oh yes, there's a speedy trial the president talked about. They have been forward to court. This is what the court ruling said against them. And whether they are found guilty, they are placed behind bars. But Amadu, have you heard anything of that? Let
No,
be
no, no, no.
let the
Now on
people
Facebook and get using like brother. Let's go on Facebook.
let the people start playing with people emotion. Let them start playing with people energy. Yeah. If you want, if they see tension raise up, they want to seize it. They just come out and just say things. And like I said, like brain people, we the like brain people. Our noise that just 1 week, 2 week. It finished, Amadu. It finished. And since they instead to play, or there are people from the other get for another community, you see, people, community people targeting ghettos and other stuff. We've been seeing it on the internet. Every it won't be inhaling. If they go to the local community, to go raid or the community put tire, you will see it on Facebook, Amadou. You will see it on Facebook.
Sure.
Everything season down, right? Everything season down. Just give for now to
Everything.
let September finish. Let September
Você não
finish.
mostra que o filho for the whole thing. So você não
Everything
for the whole thing.
everything finish. Let's be serious.
My country. Man.
Let's be serious. Because the government,
You
the
see,
government.
you see why people admiring. There's a guy in Nigeria. You can talk about your VDM. He now left the attitude. VDM is already a well-known public figure foreigner. Even there's a study that happened one time. People send their money to China, and a government will be doing that kind of thing. People send their money to China. People hold out money. They get some books. People send their money to China. They get some books. People eating people. Even their own Nigerian doing it. That guy went to China to investigate whether in Nigerian community, make sure and see who he meet in China, and make sure. Now, the guy is one person that when we see him stand behind anything, he will consistently stand behind what they can. And
Yeah.
that is the reason why one day I'm just saying, on you to him, or don't just send more than 100 million naira into the account. On you to him, and you were like, who gave you the money? But because the thing they call integrity, the thing they call consistency, the thing they call first of all, who is involved? It is my interest, it is my brother, because we put that one close to others, we can make hard decisions. But because if you decide to be your African, for like brother, no African, like jelly that one, scrap that one. I will not lie to you. There's no serious started group. You remember, man, one of my early actual started group, we all this part, you know now. So we are. What's your started group? We all were releasing press conferences. Are they tired? What they tell me? Are they tired of because many of them have been compromised.
Everyone, like you said, many of them have been compromised. So people don't take their voices serious no longer. People don't take their voices serious. They have been compromised. Little or nothing.
Everyone of them election coming to fancy. You now forced to fancy an election if you want to be an African man. You now forced to take a side. You now forced because you may believe that you're hungry. You have to do something. You consider
Bro,
it up. Definitely,
plenty of them.
tired. The thing
Plenty
you
of
are
them.
starting, you reach up. You reach up where the platform will grow. Someone of that important man. I think you're talking. You forget about it. You forget about this. It will happen. And when we were to agree to forget about the school, I think where coming from. No consistency. That's the reason I admire people from outside. For me, I follow a platform called X. I have people from different backgrounds where you see that their IQ is so different. But in Liberia, when you start to be consistent, you kind of get it. Say when you started, we all started a long time, in other point, we all started a long time, and it sounds funny. It really sounds funny to the extent I believe that something wrong. Mentally something wrong, right? Or one of our parents in the was like that. He said something way back, and we up out of it. He said we're sick in the country, yeah, and definitely we are sick mentally. Educated people are sick. We are sick because if you're not sick, some decision get made. Will not be making any decisions. Not because somebody's involved. Who is the person who get arrested that he cannot come up with anything? Maybe the media making posting and asking question what is going on and nobody telling it. So they put over the top verses. In every country they might have influentials. No influential person. But I mean get tell influential person very soon they'll leave the stage. They'll not remain rejected forever. There are group of people coming, they will be ready, and God will help them. God put money in their pocket, they'll be able to feed themselves. Because that's where the prayer come from. God will be able to feed themselves to the extent they will talk with half year. It will happen.
Seriously, you, bro. Like I said, since August 7th, they did that arrest. The president said speedy trial. Up to now, you can see no media outlet talking about that story.
The don't
Not
do you don't.
don't it go under the carpet. It gone. Even the lady that called with the drugs to the airport. You can hear about it go under the carpet.
Now when I'm working, and I do happy to have PNT.
Yeah,
Everybody want looking happy to do
brother. Yeah, like, and I said this right, Amadu. We, the Liberian ourselves, we need to stand up for what we want. Now, one thing I want to say, we, the citizens, need to stand up for what we want. We have looked up to people that we feel that could talk for us, and at the end, they have been compromised. They ain't able to talk.
you listen to any religion, so I don't know who I
Yeah,
care. I already know
because
what's happening.
what you can
You
do
got
for
not
yourself,
voices in them. No, just like saying. I'm sure there are no voices. All of them are just deceitful. Everybody have the side. Everybody have that side. So the extent they can take that side. So when that side get issue, no problem. So it becomes
yeah,
so difficult. Somebody will say, "You survive." Yes, you have to survive. But if you sign up to be an independent person, you should be until you get to this life. You will not die. And people feel. But if you can be pretending to us like independent, that they were like when they hear me, if pretending to us like independent, at the end of the day, we ought to know where you are. So it is really difficult to consistently tell the government, say you talk about spirit tribe. It is difficult to say every day on your big platforms, making sure that the government listens, right? Consistently, the government will listen. I don't care what happens. There are people around the president, tell the president, Mr. President, some want to listen to this. Even though we keep giving their ear about how to listen to this, it's a serious issue. How can we minimize this? At least people to take note from in our ears. But for me, it's sick. Every time well, it is so sad. It is so sad. We will continue fainting in the faces of the people, asking them for change, and they will agree to us that if more votes for them, there will be a change. At the end of the day, when they get these positions and then nothing changes, it becomes the same old thing. The same old thing is frustrating. But then somebody will say, that's the only way I can survive. And it's the country is tough. The country is tough. I will tell people, anybody who believe that the only way to survive is to praise the person who is doing bad, and they continue. I don't know the way of surviving. That I don't know the way of surviving. The person want to survive and they make it continue. Some people graduate from college 5, 6, 7 years now, get degree. Some of them graduate at the top of the classes. Some of them guys are honorable students. Some of them guys are honor. What anything you think about, they graduate with. Some of them have not even seen an interview. You don't think it's frustrating for somebody to spend? You don't know that education was meant for us to help take out poverty, you think it is only for to learn how to read and write. If only education were for learning how to read and write, why would we waste our time? Why would we have money? Because we know that when you graduate from college, you spend all this money, it pays the road to getting a good job and getting good opportunities. Because people have limited opportunity to survive, they just have to tend to be, I don't want to call it better job. And how they will survive, they push this side, they juggle this side, they push this side, they juggle this side, push this side. They're not only good in because there's no other opportunity for them to survive. They make it continue to be consistent 15 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, you're born in children can survive, you need to go to the best of school. Because the means he created, he wanted to keep being to that stage and I'm making it. But I believe things will change drastically, collectively. Well, things will change. Yeah, sorry.
All right,
Yeah, what?
Amadu, let's use the few minutes to talk on the 39 new subject, that will be introduced by Wax. So let's use a few minutes to talk about it. And then we heard that Wax want to do it two-way. They want to get a computer text and at the same time giving the regular text. So Amadu, I would like for us to talk about the 39 new subject that will be introduced by WAG. So what you actually think, knowing fully well that the country we find ourselves in, people are not too open or students are not too vibrant when it comes to using computer and other stuff. And then WAG is talking about introducing a computer test. How you actually think this is going to work up, Amadou? I wish Mr. Do were on this live today. Yeah, Amadou.
Are
You
we
see,
discussing money? Because before we start the research period, anything related to educational matter, there it is on our platform will be inviting educators to talk to us. We're
yeah,
gonna use our whole time just talking about research, maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes on here, research, focus on education matter. That's what our platform is meant for. So we
yeah,
pray that we'll be on the platform Monday. But he's saying how many subjects you want to on it? How many subjects? Because I will go across
yeah.
here.
Are coming. Just give me some minute.
Yeah, a few subjects, bro, to pass it, not very small thing. Shit, school teacher gotta be helping you to read the test,
He
read the
said,
test. Oh, there's not gonna be
They said, they said WISE announced a major curriculum expansion beginning 2026 in partnership with the Ministry of Education. 39 new subjects will be introduced, and Kennedy will have the opportunity to select 9 subjects for the expanded list, offering greater academic flexibility and career alignment. So, 39 subjects will be
all right.
introduced.
So,
Mhm.
all right. So that's another news, but it depends how you're gonna introduce it to the next subject first in high school before they make it choose from the 39 subject, right? If I have interest in a subject, I should be able to go through it and know what it's meant for. If it's safe for me or it's hard for me. So that's the question me I'm asking now. How are you going to go about introducing the now subject to the students before the student gets select 9, right? How are you going to go about introducing it? If this is holistic, if this is good, it is a good idea because WAS is about the entire West Africa. So especially West Africa, English speaking country. I don't know if all of the West African English speaking country thinking the way I'm thinking right now. The way I'm thinking right now is like, how would the students understand it? The now subject, I think it's difficult. How thinking it will be difficult, but then again, we don't know because maybe they're going to add hour or in the school. Maybe they're going to say for now, people go to school from Monday to Saturday, 12 instead of from Monday to Friday. Maybe 12 come 5 o'clock because I'm hearing that. One of my friends told me that 12 become 4:30. So I'm hearing from them. So maybe because this new idea they put together, I remember the school looking so good. Got some people sitting up for long, they start getting tired, start sleeping. I heard that. I heard it already that school start for 12 they become 4:30. You see that? So how are they going to introduce it? Anyway, we have to read it. We have to see the plan, right? They're going to add it to the program. One thing you have to come us to us now. How you're going to be looking at how, because we're going to ask the people that are teaching high school here. Because for me, Morrison is crazy. Look, it's so difficult. I'm still thinking, even the nurse surgery we do in wire right now, the even part of nurse surgery, a reality. Everybody that following this platform who have known the was to just sit and take what's on your phone, no help from us and yet pass. It
All
can be
right. So
easy.
I want to for the benefit. Let me give that statistic to you. They say yeah. Okay. For the 2025 wise, 51,719 candidates sat exam across 379 centers nationwide. Out of this number, 822 candidates passed at least five subjects, including English and mathematics with credit, while 28,576 passed at least five subjects with any grade. A total of 37,081 candidates passed at least four subjects, including English, mathematics, and 42,970 passed at least three subjects. However, was withheld result for 1,944 candidates due to suspected examination malpractice. So, like you saying, they're talking about 39 subjects. You just hear that. So, tell me now.
And they put a pass three huge number.
Eh?
They put out the pass three huge. They put out the pass three huge number.
Yeah, they put a passing. They put a passing TD. They put a passing TD. They put a passing TD. Okay, let me see. They put a pass in TD is 42,970. Ah,
The only pass three, the majority passing three.
yeah.
The one that passed the three 800.
They
They're
put
in
a pass
town.
at least five, 822. Hi.
822. You talk about making it 39, tell us 39, confusion, which one want to take, and all the stuff you're looking for easy thing. And I tell you one be easy, I tell you one be easy, I tell you
They
one
talk
be
about
easy, that is not
they talk about taking the test two way. They talk about taking the test two way. You have to take the test on computer. They'll be taking the test through computer and they'll be taking the test on paper. So you serving as a computer instructor. How you actually think with the kind of literacy people finding in our country, what
But
they
I
don't
see,
even have.
I'm hearing a good news about that in terms of computer. You know what happened? Because I'm in computer field, I'm trying to run my own place and see. Maybe they'll get students to teach, or maybe schools will employ, so we'll get job. But then, so honestly speaking, right? Currently, we are running a tuition free or stuff our institution consider operational study. Let me tell you today, 99% of the students who decide to go into computer is their first time touching computer.
Yes,
I'm telling you, in 2020 August, I'm not telling you say 2013. No, I'm telling you 2025 August. Now the 5% of those students first time touching computer. When you teach them to tap A, it looks so beautiful, so unique. Oh, it looks fun. Meaning that they don't even have access to it. The other 95%, not even good 2% have a computer at home. Not even 2% have a computer at home. And when you go back to the house, because so in the house, not even maybe 5 or 6% they added. Let's say 3% they added the computer, right? Because people are good study. It's a good thing. It is a good thing to introduce digital learning every institution in our text. It's good because it helps to reduce malpractice. But the question here is, are we ready? What what is the first decision we made first? We should come out if we introducing this, are we going to force every institution to have a computer lab? Should we start with government school first to have a computer lab? Okay, institution like our are already into computer training, right? Are we going to subsidize them? And the question should be asked. Because for us, we are struggling. The institution will run it free. Frankly speaking, everything goes beyond the voluntary staff, transportation, and then of the maintenance of the institution. Nothing goes to your accounts. Frankly speaking. So struggling people like us now, right? You want to increase our number of students. But how best can you come to us and tell us, okay, we will help to make the school, or we'll give the school maybe 10 or 25% of this, and we have to train 4 or 5 person. They're not doing it. The last time I talked about zero training 10,000 librarians, even 2,000. We're not even hear about them. Even the one that graduated tonight, they will send good email. They will send good email. Because look, it's so funny. You want to teach part of the test computer at first and then say, oh, digital learning, digital learning, digital learning. So, but I know access email in this conference. So, with the literacy rate, right? The literacy rate can reduce that. But there are people who is illiterate, right? They still not have the knowledge to computer. Teachers, school administrator cannot open common MS Word. So the question is, what is the mechanism going to put in place to help in this direction? We are hoping we're going to have if the government willing to counsel. All right. Sure.
Yeah, so that's it, Amadu. That's it. So we hope and pray that the government do the right thing. Watch, look in your direction to partner with you guys. That you get the opportunity to find vocational school. Yeah, but time is our greatest enemy. So we are reaching the time to draw the curtain on today's edition. So I would like to hear pastor comment. We just play an outright from our speaker, the NRB Shape Express, and then we call this for today. So Amadu, what
Oh,
would
it's
you
great. It is good. We'll talk beyond this thing about LRBC Express. We got to push LRBC Express a lot for people to know it because people in Liberia, there are a lot of families out there that don't know how to come. Their family in lot. They say, no, people get people. When I get people to bring it, nobody coming to Liberia. LRBC Express is someone that can be coming to Liberia when it comes to you.
Existing customers.
So we there, but we'll talk that later on. We'll be able to spread the news for LRBC Express. We went on this platform, on our various social media platform, to be able to spread the news about this thing, right? So, good. It was good to be here today, and it was good to be here today. As we have made, no matter the rain, at least thank God the day were not so bad from my end because I was working on so heavy. Thanks to our audience again. I appreciate you. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for sharing. We always tell you to just share. We might have the bigger platform now, and we'll have it very soon. Might have what it takes to look for in any panelist, but soon you find it in us. As time go by, we improve. We'll know what to say. We'll know what not to say. As time go by, we improve. But I want you to take always the sense and forget about the nonsense we say. There are people who have the means to do what we are doing, but they don't want to do it. The reason they don't want to do it, they don't want people to, they don't want to teach you how to teach. They don't want to give you ideas. They don't want to share with you. It costs them to come in every day for a mate to leave. Screen yard, don't joke in taking data for you. They burn it a lot. But we are doing this because for everybody, for you, for us. And that's the reason why we are making sure that we have a lot of different people on the platform where maybe some people will fix may appear one time in a week or maybe 2 times a week. Morrison just set up a behind and said, hey, the person start. Why you get listening to them? And will come a time we'll also have access to a year where we can also set up a people body. So thanks always for watching. It was great being here. And we are waiting for the weekend. Hopefully by God grace we'll be back on Monday with the first edition of the Reset Pure segment. That segment is not only to give you reset, but to discuss education matter, the pure education. So thank you and thanks always. It was great being here. And don't forget, LRBC Express is best in shaping your material to Liberia and taking it from Liberia to America. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, my dear brother Amadu. Thank you so much for always sticking with us. Yeah, like you said, our people out there who can do what we are doing more than us, they don't want to do it because they don't want others to benefit or learn from you guys. So we'll keep doing what we meant to do, even though we are not up to the task like other panelists in your platform. Amadu is from different fields. But because of the passion that we have to step humanity, we are doing our best to make sure we come on this platform every day to talk about issues affecting the community. So keep following us. We appreciate you whenever you go live and just share for us if you watch live. Yes, thank you. Watch out for the humanity conversation research segment on Monday. The numbers all will be posted on our official Facebook on our personal platform hopefully before Monday so that you can participate on the research segment. I'm going to control the phone from back home and we're going to do everything. We're going to make sure to start officially on Monday with the research segment. So thanks to all of our amazing followers. This is the Humanity Conversation, a fascinating podcast that brings you all the happening related to human story. It's about time you tell somebody that Humanity Conversation is here with recess period segment that will allow kids to go to school recess during the course of the week. So encourage students to get into the things like Facebook, like your Facebook, like Facebook, and then follow the Humanity Conversation to win a set of recess for the weekday period. So thank you so much. My name is Morrison, and we're about to close up the curtain for today with our sponsor, LRB Ship Express. LRB Ship Express is one of the leading shipping company that you can rely on. If you are in North Dakota, Philadelphia, you want to ship things back home to your country, you don't need to worry no more. Just go to LRB Ship Express on the official Facebook page, and then they want to go straight to your doorstep. All of the things in Nigeria, and then you want to buy things. You don't have any family, any friends that will do that for you. Just contact the LRB Ship Express. They're going to do everything for you, so you can go and get your things to the warehouses. You can go there, you get the things with ease. So if you put in for your order, when work, you're going to receive your goods. So I'm buying for LRB Ship Express. One ship express company that you can rely on. This is like you can trust them. They are trustworthy. They are reliable. You don't need to worry. Just contact LRB Ship Express. You want to see that no more. Let's do business with them. Thank you so much for watching. That's how I would like to dedicate to you and sponsor the promo on our sponsor so you know much about LRB Ship.
Minnesota. Today we'd like to take this time to talk to you about our air freight service that we've been promoting on Facebook that allows you back home to be able to buy stuff on major US online stores such as eBay, Amazon, Walmart, and have it shipped to our address, and then we process it and have it shipped back to you back in Liberia. That service also provides opportunity for people even in the US but in other states to buy stuff for their people back home in Liberia, use our address, have it shipped to us, and then we package them and send it to the people in Liberia. So a lot of you have been having some questions, so we just want to show you how this works. For example, we have some packages here. If you see here, this customer is Nathaniel Bobson. He used our address here, Nathaniel Bobson. So he used our address 9325 Pressway Lane. So he bought these things online and they were shipped to us and we received them. These are all Amazon packages. This one was also bought on Amazon. This is one of our regular customers. This is Lincoln Morris. So he bought using our address. So you see Lincoln Morris, LRB Ship Express, LLC, and he used our address. So we collect the package for him and all the other customers and we'll put them together and have them shipped. So we also received this package from this lady is Lucid. They are usually in Minnesota, so she delivered this package to our African food store, and we'll be sending it to Liberia. We ship every Friday, so the flight leaves from here every Friday, and it takes up to 2 weeks to reach to Liberia. We also have used different packages that were sent by different people. So on this side, we also have another customer. This one is for the customer name is Stephen Moore. So if you look on the package here, Stephen Moore, he bought the stuff and it was brought to us here. So Stephen Moore used our address also. So you can also take advantage of that. We have one big package from one of our customers. She has a mission in Liberia. She bought all of this stuff, right? So it's for Sarah, these are all Amazon boxes. So this one is for Sarah Jennings Brown. So Sarah also bought her stuff. Just use our address and have it sent. We thought about this to alleviate the major constraints that you have back home. Wherein you want to buy something very durable online, but you do not have the address. Your relatives here are busy. They cannot have the time to go and have those packages arranged and shipped to you. We are offering our services to you to make it very easy for you. Just go online, find what you want to buy, use our address and have it sent. If you have the constraint of not having a Visa card or MasterCard to do the payment, we offer to also pay for you here. Then you pay to our people in Liberia. We have our established business outlets in Liberia. You pay to them in Liberia. They communicate that to us. You screenshot your payment, and then we can use our own account here and pay for stuff for you online and have it sent to us. We are very, very reliable. This is a company that is here to stay. It's here to make everything better for you. And you can just rest assured that once you do business with us, you will have your stuff delivered in tight. There will be no need to worry about you losing your packages. The management of this company are people who have years of experience, right? I personally have years of working in banking and finance. My partner, Mr. Cyrus Magay, has years of media work. He's popular in the Minnesota area. We have an African food store that we run that has been there for years. So we are not people that you can have any doubt about, right? When it comes to integrity, reliability, honesty, and professionalism, those are the things that we bring to the table. So you can rest assured, as these customers have faith in us to deal with us, you back home can also take advantage. In Caldwell, that's where we have our chain of stores in Asamukatan Junction, Caldwell. So if we send your stuff, you can also go and pick it up there. If you cannot go to Caldwell, if you're in the Central Moravia area, you can just let us know. We will deliver it to you for a fee, right? So count on us. Take advantage of our service. There's no more excuse for not buying what you need in America. You can buy anything you want to buy. You have book bags that were bought by customers. You have a toy that was also bought. You have people are buying how they call it, tablets and whatever they want to ship. And they come to us to handle it with care and have it delivered. So thank you again. If you have questions, head to our page and make your inquiry. Will respond to you in record time. Those numbers that we have on our flyers are numbers that can be reached both on WhatsApp, and you can also call those numbers directly. Our Liberian numbers are also there. So feel free to reach out to us at any point in time. Thank you very much.
Then come and say they reopen the school. You now see hungry people go to school. Instead of giving job to the jobless, hope to the hopeless, home to the homeless. They manipulate the system and make it worse. Now they come and make it even by the cup of rest. One man in more than 3 positions. They sing in the